Let's start at the beginning, when people walk in the door. You know, sometimes we give away prizes for our national clients, and it's nice that they have this beautiful reception area to come into and to be greeted. It's built around the old building, which was affectionately known as White Columns, and you can see the tribute here. At one time, it was actually the biggest building on Peachtree Street. That's no longer the case. But anyway, when winners come in, they've got a great lot to park in, and they come in and they're greeted by these lovely young women here. And tell me, how many people come in a day to pick up prizes?
I would say about 20 to 30.
20 to 30, that's impressive. And you greet each one of them with a smile. And really, that's kind of the culture here at Cox. We try to greet our duties, our job, everything with a smile, because it really helps. So every Tuesday morning, the radio group has its sales meeting here in the Jocelyn Dorsey just named community conference room. Jocelyn was the Cox Media Group Public Service Affairs Coordinator and an award-winning anchor. She just retired after 45 years in the business. That just doesn't happen in a lot of places, especially a lot of media groups. So we come in here and we put ideas together and we try to do things that are right for businesses. That's really kind of the Cox difference, right? We do what's right for the business and we try to do what's right for you. WSB's been broadcasting to the South for 96 years. Just take a look at some of this history. I mean, this is how it started and this is the dominance that continues to today. This is the radio floor at Cox Media Group here in Atlanta. Let's take a look around and meet some of the folks that actually touch your business. I'd like to introduce you to Tony Kidd. Tony Kidd is the Vice President of Programming for radio in Atlanta and has been with Cox for how long, Tony?
25 years.
25 years. I mean, 45 years, 25 years. This is the kind of legacy talent and experience and just knowledge base that it's hard pressed to find in most places. Tony, just quickly, when someone asks you about the programming here in Atlanta, what makes it special?
Well, what makes it special, Mark, is that we've got brilliant program directors. You know, Pete Spriggs over WSB, Chris Egan over 97.1 The River and B98.5, folks who have been around for quite a while and have been extremely successful at what they do. And, you know, the other big piece of this is the company does a lot of research on this product. We want to know what people want, but not only do we want to know what they want, we actually give them what they want.
I'm going to introduce you to Jalee Long. She's the Director of Sales here, Vice President of Director of Sales for Atlanta Radio and my boss. So be nice. Jalee, tell us, please, what makes the difference here? I mean, why is it better? Why are we better?
It's our people. That's easy. Our people and our top talent and our top performers who want to deliver the best results for our clients, and that's you. We appreciate your business. We know that you have the choice every single day with who you want to do business with, and we're glad it's us. Thank you.
And we're going to step it up one level here, and I'd like you to meet one of the top women and influencers in radio, is named by Radio Inc. this year. Donna Hall is with us. Donna Hall is the Vice President of Marketing Operations for radio, actually for the entire Atlanta media cluster here. And Donna, first of all, thanks for bringing me in here because
thank you for being here.
no, because this is kind of like a dream place to work. And why do you think that is?
Oh, it's about the people. 100%. We have great brands, but we have great brands because of the people that have built the brands over the years. I think it is a pinnacle level organization. We work our whole careers to get here, and then people put their whole heart and soul and mind, including our reps, the people on air, our sales leaders, our programming leaders. It really is a very special place.
So our management team is pretty deep here, and that's one of the great things because there's always someone watching over the business. All of us have responsibilities for all stations here, and Chris Hackett has been here. How long, Chris?
Hi. So I've been here almost 5 years.
And Chris, we do have advocacies. Chris is the WSB AM advocate and also our healthcare champion, and she actually was the one that helped, that did all the national order approval before my arrival. And so she's got a hand in the business as well. Again, we're here to back each other up and make sure that the business runs as ordered. It's critical to us, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, most definitely. Glad you're here, Mark.
I didn't pay her for that. And the newest member to the management team, surprisingly, isn't me, but he's not new to the property here. This is Mike Watkins. Mike's our local sales manager whose advocacy is for KISS 104.1 WALR. Mike, how long have you been in the building?
21 years.
And you actually came to the market to program KISS, right?
Came to the market back in 1993 as the program director at KISS 104.
Your point of pride with Cox, how would you describe that?
It's the culture. I mean, just the way we do business, how we interact with our customers and clients and agencies and advertisers and our people.
So we've met people that have been here 21 years, 25 years, and you saw the plaque for Jocelyn, 45 years, the culture. It means something. So we walked down the hallway a little bit, and sitting here is Beth Bowers, another one of my GSM compatriots here. And again, we mentioned to you we have different advocacy roles, and Beth's is over our digital department, which is, we'll see that in a second. Beth, how long have you been in the building?
It will be 19 years in November.
It's crazy, right? What is the differentiator? Why Cox?
From day one, I've always said a few things. One, everyone here is a performer, and it's just nice to work alongside with other performers. It just keeps everyone engaged. Two, it's just evident that the Cox family cares about their employees. It comes across in communication through email, through events that we do, through our benefits, and we just feel that care factor. It just really makes a difference.
And this is Chris Egan. He's the program director for B98.5 and 97.1 The River, and also format captain, right, for all of our adult stations in the Cox family. Chris, what's the difference? Why do these stations win? Besides your incredible skill and talent.
Besides the obvious answer?
Yes.
These stations win because these are tremendous mass appeal radio formats. So classic hits, classic rock for The River, and adult contemporary for B98.5 are both monster formats that get a lot of office listening, a lot of business listening, a lot of time in the car, listening with the audience, long commute times in Atlanta. So that's a big part of why these formats are so successful.
News 95.5 and AM 750 WSB, it's not just a slogan. Take a look at this. I mean, folks, reporters are out right now getting the stories. This is a true newsroom. This is how it should be. This is why WSB is such a premium product in the scope of radio across the country. This is Scott Slade, our morning host on WSB. Scott, how long have you been hosting mornings over there?
1991 was when we started with the morning show at the outbreak of the ground war in the Gulf, the first Gulf War. And snow was on the ground. Same day. Can you imagine the news day in Atlanta when we started this thing?
No.
Oh my gosh. And 7 years before that, I did traffic reports. I was the helicopter guy. So since 1984.
Introducing you to Heidi Mason, our production director here for Atlanta Radio. Heidi, how long have you been here?
I've been here almost 23 years.
You get catching a theme here?
Yeah.
Heidi, what's the difference? Why is it different with us?
It's different with us because we care. It's not a job to us, it's our passion. And our passion is to create the most compelling, marketable commercials for our clients and make them sound great and make the message impactful and keep them coming back.
We have a lot of celebrities in the building. Here's another one. For another couple of reasons. Neil Hondo Williamson is the Director of Marketing and Research here in Atlanta. Look, when first of all, you hear UGA Sports, he's been involved with that for how many years?
This will be my 26th season in 12 days.
26, 45, 23, 21, you get the picture. But more importantly to us, Hondo's the idea guy, and he can put together things that none of us can. I don't know, is it your brain is special? Is it?
No, I just work with really great people.
Oh.
They set me up and make me look good.
It's a familiar story. You've heard it from many people. It's the people that really make the difference with Cox Radio here in Atlanta. People on all sides of the spectrum, from programming and marketing and promotions to our 5 incredible assistants. One of which is dedicated to your business, and that's Tanya Freeman. You've probably talked to her more than anyone here in the building. Tanya, you've been here how long?
19 years, 18, 19 years.
a wealth of experience, a wealth of knowledge, and you've been doing national for 15, is that right?
Actually, about 17 of those years.
17 years of handling national business here at Cox Radio in Atlanta means no one has a better, deeper scope or deeper knowledge base than Tanya does. And one of the things that I know means a lot to you is fulfilling the orders as they come in, fulfilling the business. Now, why does it make a difference?
Because I want the clients to continue to come to us. I want them to say, this is the place. I know that my schedule can run the way I want it to run.
What you're looking at here is the live lounge, usually set up a little bit differently, where folks can come in and perform. We have Facebook Live sessions here, but right now it's being used for the weekly marketing and promotions meeting. This is ideation at its finest. The folks that you've met are in here. They're creating different opportunities and ideas around the needs that you have for your clients, and trying to come up with the best thing that is great for the client and the audience. You know, when you put those two things together, you get the best results.